Nubreed, global truth.
So with 3 weeks to the election, Kamala Harris is trying to shore up support among Black male voters with new initiatives, including loans for Black entrepreneurs and new regulations for cryptocurrency and legalizing marijuana nationally. Watch.
Your underlying premise is not an assumption that I'm supposed to have Black men in my back pocket in terms of their vote.
Y'all really just can't make this up, y'all. She offering drugs and loans to Black men. How many of y'all are offended by show of ones? And how many of y'all on the low thinking about what she talking about and considering marching yourself down to them damn polls and casting your vote? You can keep it a buck with me by show of twos. See, we got a voting system over here too. I got to understand who's watching. I want to make sure I'm able to condescend to the lowest level. Now, she's offering comprehensive loans. You know, loans is something you got to give back, but they're forgivable. So, you know, you can have the debt held over your head whenever you really want to make a real move. You know how that goes when you in debt. But this is what she's doing right now. This is a new level of desperation here in this country. There's no doubt about it. Honestly, I think she's going to be offering free OnlyFans subscriptions next. Brothers, I mean, don't count it out. I mean, think about it. She stands everything to gain doing something like that. The powers that be want more perversions. Excuse me. I mean, she already got hotties for Harris. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the men are hooked on these apparatuses and social media and hooked up on the thotties. You know what I mean? Hey, Babylon is Babylon, you know? And this points to a huge problem here, man, that we have in this country. It is getting ridiculous.
To the election, Kamala Harris is trying to shore up support among Black male voters with new initiatives, including loans for Black entrepreneurs and new regulations for cryptocurrency.
Free Newport 100s. That's probably coming. Free barbecue. Let me think what else. More than likely, we're gonna get free Afro picks. All of it. I'm telling y'all, free Cadillacs. I mean, the desperation is real. They are literally pulling at Black men right now to go up there and vote. Free KFC. Yo, y'all, wow. Somebody said they're going to be giving up Percocets. Yo, but we saying these things like it's a joke. But we're living in a time where it's getting that bad with the pandering. Let's go.
And legalizing marijuana nationally.
Legalizing marijuana nationally. You know why? Because Black men are beginning to wake up and we're no longer falling for the gynocentric matriarchal society. And we want more for ourselves. And they're trying to keep you drugged up, diluted, suppressed, spiritually sleep by keeping you high. And this is the real issue right here. Hear me out. The question we should have is why she's targeting Black men so much. Why not Black people? Now I want y'all to think about this. What does she give the Black woman? What does she give the Black woman except Plan Bs, abortion clinics, or abortion vans outside the DNC, and fine words? Not even fine words, because the woman don't even really articulate all that well. What did she give black women? See, here's the issue. She already has the vote of the black woman. She already has the vote of the black woman. This also goes to show you how much black men and black women are separated in this country. Completely separated. Forget what you didn't heard. There is no togetherness. Black women are going down there to vote for Kamala Harris, and black men are not. Right? That's what's happening in this country. And this system wants black men to be under the dictatorship of women in general. And it's not just about black men or black women. Listen, this goes for men in general. They want all you brothers to be under the rulership of women. They want to neuter and maim every last man in this country because it's a Jezebel spirit operating in this land. But let's go.
Watch.
Your underlying premise.
Hold on. This thing is acting finicky. Hold on one moment.
With 3 weeks to the election, Kamala Harris is trying to shore up support among black male voters with new initiatives, including loans for black entrepreneurs and new regulations for cryptocurrency and legalizing marijuana nationally. Watch.
Your underlying premise is not an assumption that I'm supposed to have black men in my back pocket in terms of their vote, and that I should be taking that for granted, because I don't. Black men are no different from anybody else.
Yo, you know, the irony of all this is, you know, while she was a prosecutor, she was locking black men up expeditiously for marijuana. I mean, she was giving brothers football numbers for having grams, dub sacks, $10 bags. She was throwing brothers away and locking the door, locking the gates. And then when she was asked in debate if she ever smoked marijuana, she laughed hysterically. I mean, the woman couldn't contain herself. Matter of fact, when she was asked the question, she looked like she was high off the Buddha. So now I guess her solution is, well, you know what? What do black men want? What do black men need? You know, they need some money and they need some weed. You really can't make this stuff up, y'all. And Said So Food Cuisine says, I'm glad black men are standing on their square. The right ones. I always admire strong, masculine black men. Absolutely. And brothers are going to stand on a square at this point because a lot of men, a lot of black men are giving up on the system altogether because of the way we're treated here. A lot of us are just saying, you know what? Either we're going to just tap out, and when I say tap out, go do our own thing and put our faith and trust in the Most High, or other brothers who at least adhere to traditional family values are finding other methods of making sure that happen. And what I mean by that is they're voting for their local governor, their local officials. You know, they're sticking to what's going on around them or trying to make differences and make changes around them, not just going directly to the presidential votes. Look, if you can't get things right in your own community, then what are you worried about the presidency for? What about the potholes in your neighborhood? What about the governor, mayor, and all of them? You know, just something to consider. Let's go.
Expect that you have to earn their vote.
So why is she just doing it now? And today
She said they just like everybody else. We should expect that we have to earn their vote. So you are trying to earn our vote by giving us weed? By giving us a loan that we're going to have to pay you back? And we know that we're never going to get that. And this is for only entrepreneurs. You know how many Negroes is going to go out here and go make an LLC just to try to get that loan? You know how much fraud is going to go on? It'll be the same thing that happened with a lot of those other loans that was out a couple years ago, and brothers was caught up in all kind of legal troubles and tax problems and everything else. I mean, it's a trap. It's like she's like, look, we can't give them reparations. That's what they're asking for. Why? Because we don't have it. We don't have it. The country's broke. We're in debt. Babylon ain't got no money. With trillions of dollars in a hole. But we can give them a loan, though. So we can further push the margin here.
We'll be sitting down with Charlamagne the God in Detroit, a move our next guest says will not hit the mark with Black voters in their city. Lorenzo Sewell is a senior pastor at 180 Church in Detroit. He joins us now. He had the former president there as well, Donald Trump. Sir, thanks so much for joining the program.
Lawrence, I'm so Holy Ghost happy to be here with you this morning.
All right, Pastor. So tell me this, is this going to work with Black voters? I know that when it comes to Black males, entrepreneurship is big for us. How's she going to overtax us, but then give us loans as well?
I have never been so offended in my life. She's bringing a man here who is Charlamagne, a false god, to a community that has 4,500 churches, all people of faith. We are extremely offended that she's bringing a podcaster here to talk to Black men about politics. She brought a retired athlete to Flint who is failing, Magic Johnson, and she brought Oprah to Oakland County as if she understands the plight and the pain of people that look like me. We will not allow virtue signaling, or we will not allow identity politics. Black men are not political infants. We know exactly what's happening with the Democratic Party. We know that they've exploited us for over 6 decades. And we are saying, just like Moses said to Pharaoh, let my people go.
So, Pastor.
Oh, man, he just said a lot right here, man. He just said a lot. Now, I want you all to keep in mind, just because I'm against what she's doing doesn't mean I'm for the other political party. And doesn't mean that, I'm somehow promoting Donald Trump, because I'm not. For those who watch me, I'm not really into politics. All I know is we need to do something for ourselves. I say that all the time. And if you are going to vote, you need to know what's on the table for you. You need to know what you're being offered. And it's clear that Black men in America are not falling for the charades and smoke and mirrors that the Democratic Party have perpetuated on our people for several decades. That's not happening no more. Like, I honestly believe that she just put the nail in the coffin and Trump will be the next president. I mean, this is 3 weeks from the election, and she pulled the free weed. She pulled the free money and legalized weed thing, and that was a mistake. I think Black men in America are tired of being intellectually insulted, and it's good that there's an awakening going on, and the disrespect just got to stop. Straight like that. Let's go.
So tell me, what are you hearing from the folks that you're speaking to? I was in Detroit last week. I heard I had multiple conversations with voters, Black males in the barbershop, and opinions from all over the political spectrum. But what are they telling you they want from a political candidate, a president?
They're saying they want a president that, number one, can help us with election integrity. We understand that in the city of Detroit, election integrity is an issue. The second thing, we want a president that can hold accountable our local and our state government from the resources that are already here. We already have federal funding through agencies like SBA, which President Donald Trump opened up that portal in a way that it has never been opened up in the history of the SBA, which, by the way, was started by Republicans. And we want a politician that's real, that wants to come here and listen to us. Vice President Harris, she's not spoken to any pastors. Vice President Harris, she continues.
Oh, snap, my bad. She haven't listened to any pastors? Oh, nah, that's a mistake, especially with the black vote. My apologies, y'all. This thing has been really tripping, man. I don't know what they got going on here.
Your underlying premise is not
To be here with you this morning.
All right, Pastor. So tell me this.
A community that has 4,500 churches, all people of faith, we are extremely offended.
That's because Kamala Harris doesn't believe in Christ, and she doesn't believe in church or any of that. She believes in her Indian culture. This woman is a Buddhist. She serves idol gods. She cannot possibly connect with you culturally or religiously. And so she loses the black church for the most part. So yeah, I do think that Kamala Harris is going to lose this election. This was a bad move towards the home stretch.
That she's bringing a podcaster here.
But this also shows that it's hope for black men in America. You know, contrary to popular belief that we all out here emasculated and we all part of the letter coalition and we all following underneath of a woman and we all just kneeling and bowing. Forget all of that. That's the narrative that they want to show y'all. But the truth is most black men aren't on no soft guy era. They're just trying to suppress us and oppress us at every direction as we try to rise up and get out of obscurity. But the truth is the masculinity is still there. And, they can't stop us from thinking straight like that.
To talk to black men about politics, she brought a retired athlete to Flint who is failing, Magic Johnson, and she brought Oprah to Oakland County as if she understands the plight and the pain of people that look like me. We will not allow virtue signaling, but we will not allow identity politics. Black men are not political infants. We know exactly what's happening with the Democratic Party. We know that they've exploited us for over 6 decades. And we are saying, just like Moses said to Pharaoh, let my people go.
Now, if you're going to say that don't mean vote for Trump. That's what I'm talking about. We can talk all this church talk, let my people go. How about give us some damn land? How about give us our reparations? If you're going to say, let my people go, won't you let the children of Israel who was put on cargo slave ships be the ruling class at this point? And all the bankers and Idumeans and vultures and Vikings who have been beneficiaries to slavery, let them fall by the wayside and give our people back what's owed. How about that? We can't talk about some let my people go if we just going to jump ship to another political party. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't falling for the church either. Don't get it twisted. These churches is paid off by the politicians. We jump from one extreme to the next, out of the frying pan and into the fire. What we need is our own communities. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Because Donald Trump was the same one giving them ugly ass gold shoes that he was selling black people. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I do like the fact that we ain't going for this.
So, Pastor, tell me, what are you hearing from the folks that you're speaking to? I was in Detroit last week. I heard I had multiple conversations with voters, black males in the barbershop, and opinions.
Yeah, because y'all know the last video I was going over Obama talking about go to the barbershops and talking all of that. So let's see what he was hearing.
From all over the political spectrum. But what are they telling you they want from a political candidate, a president?
They're saying they want a president that, number one, can help us with election integrity. We understand that in the city of Detroit, election integrity is an issue. The second thing, we want a president that can hold accountable our local and our state government from the resources that are already here.
Now, I can understand number two, but number one, he was clearly paid to say that. Election integrity, we don't care about that. We are watching the show just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Trump gets allegedly shot at. You know, this happens, that happens. Like, look, We don't care about the integrity. America's lost the integrity. We not worried about that. Y'all worried about that. We just watching the show, eating our popcorn. You can't tell me that brothers was in the barbershop. I just want the election to be more clean cut. I don't want them to be talking down on each other. I don't want people, they don't care about that. Don't try to make it like black men care about it. They don't. We just want what we deserve from what our ancestors built in this country. Let's go.
Already have federal funding through agencies like.
Now that part is true. We want the funding that's readily available or should be available for us from state to state, and all the support that we deserve. And all this misappropriated wealth need to be distributed back to those whose ancestors was in the transatlantic slave trade. Simple as that. Let's go.
SBA, which President Donald Trump opened up that portal in a way that it has never been opened up in the history of the SBA, which, by the way, was started by Republicans. And we want a politician that's real, that wants to come here and listen to us. Vice President Harris, she's not spoken to any pastors. Vice President Harris, she continues to think that she can entertain her way to the black vote. We're offended, and we want her to be willing to actually bring real solutions to the complex problems that we're facing in urban America.
Yeah, black folks.
Well, she felt like she did that. Hey, y'all got loans and y'all got weed. What else y'all want? Free Black and Miles, free Timberlands. I mean, what's up? Whatever y'all, I'm pretty sure if y'all put y'all request in, not black men, but the ninjas out there, whatever request you put in, I'm sure her cabinet, they're willing to listen. I'm telling you right now. Let's go get Charleston White. Let's go get all the Negroes, the ninjas, right? Let's get all the ninjas. Whatever they request right now, Kamala finna do that. Somebody go get Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, 21 Savage, all your top rappers and ninjas out here. Whatever they ask for right now, if it's free Cadillacs, they getting it. Newport 100s, free Hennessy at the club. You know what I'm saying? Men start getting in for free sometimes. Whatever it is. Y'all get free entrance for a year. I mean, that's how desperate they are. The point is, brothers, I'm trying to show you how desperate they are. So what you got to do is keep on keeping on and keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on their necks. Look, they said that it's a lot of black entrepreneurs, a lot of men that are becoming entrepreneurs. That's why they're offering those type of loans. I'm glad to hear that that's an issue for them, that it's a lot of brothers becoming entrepreneurs. That means we're slowly exiting Babylon. We're slowly becoming more self-sufficient. We're slowly building on our own, and that's good to hear. And we becoming more savvy and not just relying on these folks and a land of uncertainty. So, I'm proud of brothers, and it is what it is. For the person who keeps saying New Breed support Trump, I don't support no politician, said it many times, bro. But what I do support is our people being educated and standing up for what they believe in and not falling for the tricks, charades, and smoke and mirrors. We got to take back what's ours. Anyway, man, I just wanted to come through with a quick one because I had to touch on this because I just covered this and I looked on my news feed and I was like, what? She offering drugs and money. Man, that's crazy, man. The desperation is real. They running out of time. They are running out of time. Anyway, y'all have a blessed one. With that said, shalom and peace.